A very good morning, dear children. How are you all? Hope you're fine, staying safe at home. Okay, so we were discussing something about adaptation in animals. Today we are going to move ahead in adaptation and animals. Now, children, I have a question to ask you all. How do you all protect yourself? Yes, I know you all know how to protect yourself because whenever you are in danger, either you shout loud or you run very fast so that you can protect yourself from the enemies. Another important thing is that you also keep some knife or something with you so that you can hurt the other person who is troubling you. Same is the case with the animals. They also know how to protect themselves. How are they going to do this? Let's learn today. There are many animals who who go in the groups only, who move in the groups so that they can protect themselves from the enemies. Some of the examples are buffalo, elephants, fishes, and etc. Then we have another category of animals who have very fast speed. They run very fast. And how do they run? Yes, these animals are deer and kangaroos. They run very fast so that they can escape the danger. Then we have another category like the snail and the tortoise. They have a very strong hard covering which is known as a shell. They usually, when they sense danger, they hide themselves in those shells, and these shells are rock hard. You can't do any damage to them, and it's best mechanism to protect themselves. Another thing is that there are many other animals, excuse me, who have strong horns like the rhinoceros. Then you have buffaloes. Whenever they sense danger, they know that they have a mechanism to protect themselves. They can hurt very hard with these horns. Then you have seen porcupines. These porcupines have very sharp pines like structures जिनको हम कांटे कहते हैं. Whenever they sense danger, what they do is they just throw them out open, and when you go to catch them, you start bleeding. Okay, so this is the way how porcupine protect themselves. Another thing is there are many insects in the wild forest who know how to protect themselves through camouflage. What they do here is, what is camouflage? The insects and the reptiles usually do this, and they change their color according to the surroundings. Have you seen chameleon? Yeah, this chameleon is having a characteristic that it can change its color according to the surrounding. For example, if it is in the green surroundings, it changes its colors to green. This is the way it's able to protect itself. You have seen the grasshopper. Yeah, grasshopper also is green in color. Whenever the grasshopper sticks on a leaf, no one is able to identify whether the grasshopper is there. So it's able to protect themselves. Little tiny insects needs one more day to live, and forest is filled with wild animals. It is a wildlife there. Every day is a challenging day for the little animals, insects, so they know how to protect themselves, so to buy one more day for their living. So this is all about adaptation, how they are able to protect themselves. Next, I'm going to tell you something about the adaptation in behavior. Now, we all also consider that when it's too hot around you, what do you prefer to do in your summer vacation? You feel like, chalo mama, papa, let's go and have some fun in the place where it's cool. Like you try to move out to the north place where it's cool climate there. We all enjoy that thing. Same is the condition with the animals also. The animals also feel extreme hot or the extreme cold climate. Excuse me. So what they do is, many birds you see when there is extreme climatic condition, cold climatic condition, for example, if I'm talking about the Arctic tern, what does it do? It flies from the Arctic Circle to Antarctica to protect itself, because when it's too cold there, the birds are not able to get any food. It's all snow everywhere. All that white cloud kind of thing has covered the whole of the Arctic Circle. So where will these little birds have their food? So that's why they fly miles and reach Antarctica. And after 6 months, when they feel that the climatic condition have changed, they move on again back from Antarctica to Arctic Circle. So this changes in the place is known as migration. And why are they doing this? Just to so that they can live for some time, they can get food, they can water to for their survival. Another thing is there are many other animals who undergo hibernation and estivation. Hibernation is the long sleep which the animals have during the winter season, and estivation is the long sleep which the animals have during the summer season. Now the animals like snakes, lizards, frogs, what they do, they eat too much during the summer season, store this food as a fat in their body, and then they go to sleep, long sleep during the winters. Because in winters we usually don't find any food, so they go out for a long sleep, and then this food that is stored in the form of fat is utilized by them, so that they can live during that sleep also. This is known as hibernation. Estivation, as I've already told you, it is a long sleep during the summer season. So who does this? Like the crocodiles, lungfish, etc. They all go out for the undergo estivation. So this is all about the behavior, their protection mechanism that they use to survive in the forest and the other climatic conditions. So I request you all to go through these particular topics, revise it, and we'll be discussing the other things in detail in our next Zoom session. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye.